Hey there, everyone. It's Tarina. How are you guys today? It is Tuesday, the 18th of February. Gosh, you guys, this month is going by fast. January was like a long month, and now February is just flying by. If you guys don't see the little red light right there, you're on the replay. And make sure you guys put bird in the comments. How are you guys today? I have a really cute project for you guys. It's really pretty. So we have this. I didn't think I was going to love it, and I actually love this. So this is called Bird Cage, and it kind of reminds me of the bird cage that we had when I was growing up. My mom had finches, and we had like three or four little finches, and they were so cute. We also had cockatiels, but our cockatiel cage was much bigger. But our little finch cage was very similar to this, and I love it. So make sure that if you are here, that you're also if you don't see that live, you're putting hashtag replay in the comments, and that you're also sharing because sharing is caring. I would appreciate that. Also, you will need a few colors. We are using, let me just share this over to my groups, shall we? There we go. And one more. I just want to get this over to my groups. There I am. All right. How are you? Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Hi, Jen. Thanks so much. I appreciate you sharing me today. I hope you're having a great day. All right. So we are using 5 colors. I have vanilla, dune, shimmer copper, black, but this is one of our new colors. I'm really excited. Shimmer peach cobbler. It is gorgeous, stunning, beautiful. How are you, friend? Thanks, Carolyn, for being here. We also have now they don't make the black one anymore, but you could always paint one of the white frames. This is a black Aiden frame. And this has been long since retired, but you could always paint one of the white ones. So let me flip you guys around so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. Have a great day, Jen. Thanks again, sweetie. All right. So a couple of things we're going to do. We're going to do 2 different transfers. And you guys, I tried playing this on the piano last night, and it's weird because this has the treble clef and the bass clef but then this has 2 treble clefs. It's wrong. I don't think this is right. Oh, it changes to treble clef here. So that's weird. I don't know. It's just weird. And so then I also had, I played it and then it changes back to bass clef. So I play the piano, but this was just like all wonky to me. And I'm like, I'm not this good. So I put it in a program that I have that will play like music that you upload, and it sounds crazy. Okay, so let me grab my fuzz cloth. I'm going to stop talking, you guys. I'm going to stop talking because I'll just chatter. All right, so I've got my fuzz cloth. We're going to put this on the fuzz cloth because it's the first time using it. And even when I put this through the reader, the sheet music reader, it still was like asking me all the questions. What is this? What is this flag on here? What is this? What is this tail? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, it would have probably been easier for me to play the music myself. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. All right, so I'm just gonna lay this down, and oh, it's crooked. And again, if you guys want the info, I did put it in the description, but I also, you could also comment bird and I can send you the supply list. Okay. All right. So we're going to use vanilla on this part. Oh, no, that's dune. Oh, vanilla. Vanilla is just kind of like a little bit off white, just a teeny tiny bit off white. It's still white, but it's just a little off. Not like dune. Dune is like almost a tan, which I love dune too. So we're just gonna Smear it on and then drag it down. Sometimes just using one color is so satisfying. It's kind of nice just to swipe and done. Look at that. All right, I'm going to scrape off any excess. You don't want to go over it too many times because you don't want to dry out the paste. But I don't want lines in it either, so I'm just kind of smoothing those. Okay, let's pull that up. Look at that. I like the reveal. That's one of my favorites. Look at that. Just a simple, music sheet is so nice. It doesn't have to have words. Just pretty. Hi, Cindy. How are you? I see Cindy watching. Thanks so much, you guys. I did get some paste on my fingers, so let me just wipe that off. But look how pretty that just pops off there. Hi, Miss Linda. How are you, friend? Also, guys, if you're here, make sure you're commenting and sharing and following my page because we're doing our giveaway on the 27th. And I have a beautiful transfer. It's a D-size transfer for engagement. So you get entered every time you do any of those things. Let me just dry this real quick. Okay. So I tried something last night, you guys. I wanted to make sure, I'm going to move this. I wanted to make sure it worked before, because I've not worked with these, but I wanted to make sure it worked before I showed you because I don't want to get on here going, oh yeah, it's going to work. And then it doesn't. So these are frame flourishes. This is the Artisan add-ons. And what I did, let me put this to the side real quick. I painted them because I'm going to be adding these. A lot of people are like, well, I want the Verity frame. Well, they don't make the Verity frame anymore. So I love that they brought on some embellishments, and these are like really cool. And I didn't know if these were paper or what, and they feel like rubberish. And they are stickers. And so I painted, I didn't want you to have to sit and watch paint dry. So I wanted some corners, and then I wanted like a bottom thing. And then I figured I would use this one right here. Isn't that pretty? I hope you guys can see that. Sorry if there's a glare, but I like that right there. Oh, awesome. And so I'm going to paint this one and this one so you guys can see as well. But you can paint them. So if you want to paint it a different color to match a frame or whatever, you totally can. And then we're going to use some gilding wax. And I got some copper gilding wax because we are actually going to be using copper today. Normally I use Nominee, but we're going to use copper. I'm adding just a tiny bit of water, just the tiniest bit. Well, I'm glad, Cindy, that you're watching, even though I'm turned down. You don't have to listen to me. Okay, and then what I did is I filled my brush. This is just a paintbrush. And then I pounced in to make sure I get in all the nooks and crannies. And you could use acrylic paint, I'm pretty sure. But I like using our black chalk paste because it dries quick. Now, because these are rubber or some kind of rubber texture, I don't want to use the heat tool because I don't want to melt them. I only got one set of these like little embellishment guys, and so I didn't want to ruin them. And I only did one coat on this, but it covered really nice. I did one coat on all of these and they did cover really nice. So we're just going to set that aside to dry while we do the rest. We'll add these guys last. And I was able, like this dried really fast last night. And I don't know if you could see this, but I added some gilding wax to this right here. And that's what we're going to do to the rest of these, just to really kind of pop that up. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. All right, I want to make sure that I got it all covered. This little spot right there. And I did get some on one of these last night and it wiped off pretty easy. Just make sure you get all the white covered. That looks good. There's a little white spot there. All right, so now we're just going to set that aside to dry. That's all we use for the black. I mean, and again, you can use whichever ones you want, but I just thought that these would look really cute in the corners of the frame, just to give it a little bit of a zhuzh, right? Okay, so I'm going to set these guys aside. Let me put this away. I don't want to mess those up. All right. Let me take a drink. So I posted a question today, you guys, and I wanted to ask you, what do you like to make? Like traditional, like standby recipes that you like always make, or do you like to try new recipes? My husband and I are very into like making some new recipes lately. I don't know what it is. Not that we don't make like our standards, but especially like when the boys are home, we'll make like their favorites, whatever, they like. So this is the bird cage. And we're going to put this down. I need to get my fuzz cloth back out. Thanks for tagging Laura. Thanks, Linda. Thanks for tagging Laura. I appreciate that. Yeah, the embellishments are very cool. I'm very impressed by them. So I was thinking about like things, and I don't know what started us doing like finding different recipes, but I know that my daughter-in-laws, they love to go on my sister too, love to go on TikTok and other things. I actually am more prone to going to Pinterest. I don't know. I just guess I'm used to that. But I tend to go to Pinterest and I have like a recipe board on Pinterest. Okay. But lately, like Reels have been sending me some love on as far as recipes. I even like Friends, I'll see Friends, they'll post things. One of my new favorite things is this potato soup. And I'm actually going to make it tonight. My daughter-in-law's mom and her little niece have made it, and they posted a reel on Facebook. And I made it twice now, and I add chicken. It is so good. Okay, so I'm gonna get carried away here. So I'm gonna do the birds in Dune so that they pop out. Okay, and then we're gonna go back over those, and we're gonna paint them, and then we're going to put the transfer back over using the Shimmer Peach Cobbler, which is a brand new color. This is an in vogue for the season. So what I want to do first is do the Dune so I know where I want to paint. Okay, so we're just going to go over these guys. Dune will also give a good base for our shimmer, which is that peach cobbler. Okay. Now we're going to do a paste and pull. And that will give me like an outline of where I can paint in. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of watercoloring. Now you could also, like, what I've done in the past is actually cut out the birds, or not the birds themselves, but a shape or a design, and popped it up, which would be really pretty as well. Just trying to make sure I get all the pieces of the bird without the bird cage. And the reason we do the paste and pull is because we don't want that paste to dry in the screen. Okay. Okay, then we got one little birdie right here. Now, we never let the finches out of the cage because they would fly away. I don't think that these birds here are finches. I'm not quite sure. They almost look like sparrows to me. But nobody keeps sparrows. Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, didn't miss anything. Okay. So now we're going to come back with the copper. And then we're just going to spread that out one color. Copper is my second favorite standard color shimmer, meaning silver, gold, nominee, disco. I guess disco and nominee are more of a metallic. So tonight I'm making the potato soup that I learned. We call it Ellie soup because that's what Jen, Peyton's mom, called it. It's called Ellie soup. And it's basically just potato soup. And then I add a pound of chicken to it, pound of cooked chicken. All right. The excess goes back in. All right, put that lid back on. Now we're going to put this on the backer sheet, and we're not going to let it go too far because we're probably going to end up washing those birds off, but we're going to do that in a minute. Okay, let me dry this real fast. You guys, I am so sorry. It popped me out. My phone decided it wanted to update and all of a sudden just popped me out. I don't get it. Sorry about that. Let me put you back here. Technology. Okay. Making sure that this is dry. Doesn't take very long. Sorry about that, you guys. Technology is fun until it's not. I'll grab a brush. Need a little brush. And I thought maybe I would, you know what? I'm going to grab that vanilla back out and do vanilla because I don't want to do white. Hi, Miss Julie. How are you? Oops, put the brush part in. And I always use the lid as like my palette. I don't know. I've just been doing that for years. So I'm just going to fill in all the blank spaces. Not that I don't like the music notes, but I want the birds to really pop. So I want to cover up the notes. And you might have to just pounce it a little bit to get it to be a little thicker. Not thicker, but darker. I guess that's the word I was looking for. All right, let's go down here. These birds are cute. Cute little birds. So what are your plans for dinner tonight, guys? Anything fun and exciting? Like I said, I'm doing Ellie soup, which is chicken potato soup. And Ellie is 3, almost 4, I believe. She's my daughter-in-law's niece. And she's so cute. She did a video with her grandma. And made the soup. That's a note. Okay. I'm like, oh, I got out of the lines. Nope, that was a note. Just filling in. Do you see that? Just filling in. Feeling very much like Bob Ross right now. All the little trees, all the little happy trees. Homemade pizza and tossed salad. Oh no, that sounds good. Do you even make your own crust or do you buy like the pizza dough, Cindy? Oh, and we found, okay, so we found like these salad mixes. Sometimes it's just nice when it's just Kurt and I to buy like the salad blends. It's easy. I'm not wasting a bunch of ingredients and stuff. I would make this thing, and my friend calls it, it's so funny. We name all the food. But my friend Julie Van Acker, she's my BFF. She's so funny. I made this salad one time, and her family has now named it Tarina salad, which it's kind of like a Southwestern. I don't even know. I just like I love Taco Tuesday. Like I would have Taco Tuesday every day. Um, and so I made like it's almost like a taco Southwestern salad. Well, we found like a salad blend that we absolutely love. And it was, yeah, you make your own from scratch. Oh, that's so nice. And so I found the Southwest blend at the store, and we've been buying that. And it's like, oh, it's like a mini Tarina salad. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but when this dried, it really like, boom, it popped. I love that. I love when it does that. The shimmers um, and the metallics do that. All right, let me grab this. Let me put this to the side really fast again. I need to wash the birds. Okay. And this is clean. I swear it's clean. But after a while, it gets stained. All the inks. And I'm not washing the whole transfer. I'm just washing the birds. I'll wash the rest of it when I'm done. And I just want to clean those screens so that I'll get a good transfer color. Put that over. Yeah, I need to find a good like gluten-free pizza crust. Our youngest son has some issues lately, and so he's been trying to go gluten-free. Our oldest son has celiac, and so which he wasn't diagnosed until a couple of years ago. Um, so we, not that we are gluten-free, but we do try to do our best not to eat a lot of bread products. So since our son still lives home, we do try to have gluten-free whenever he is here. And then our youngest son, he still lives here. So we do try when he's eating dinner with us to have something gluten-free. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'm just looking to make sure that the screens look good. And when you clean your screens, it just takes a little bit of warm water. I have a board eraser that is by my sink, and it cleans my transfers. All right, let me just dry this off real quick. Just make sure that areas are dry. All right, looks good. Looks good. Let's grab this guy out again. Shredded chicken, cheese, and egg makes a nice crust. Shredded chicken, cheese, and egg. Yes, Cindy, that would be so great. I would appreciate that. I've never heard of that before. Okay, line it up as best you can. I do like that our transfers are semi see-through, so you can kind of line them up a lot better. So much nicer than the thick ones. All right, I'm gonna grab out again, this is brand new Shimmer Shimmer Peach Cobbler. Hi, Lisa. Thanks so much for being here. All right, I love brand new paste. And I got a little bit of peach cobbler on my, ooh, look how pretty and shimmery that is. It's shimmery. It almost is like a shimmer metallic. That's really pretty. That's a really beautiful color. All right. So I've got another multi-tool out. And we're going to just do the birds. I didn't want it to be too like in your face, dark color, but I did want it to be just a pretty peachy color because we're going to be putting some flowers on here and they are kind of like this color. Oh, that's pretty. Do you see that? Very subtle, very pretty. Okay, let's do this guy over here. And again, we're doing the paste and peel. That's really beautiful. I hope you guys can see that. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Put that over there. Lid. Here's our final reveal, you guys. That's pretty. All right, let me show you up close. Just very subtle, very subtle. But because I put that dune and the vanilla underneath, it really makes that shimmer pop. So let me dry those. All right, that's really pretty. I like this a lot. Okay, let me put this to the side now. Okay, so let's work on our little pieces right here. They look all dry. They look all dry. So I'm going to grab out my copper uh, gilding wax. There's other kinds of wax that you could use, like Rub and I used to use Rub and Buff, but now that we've got our own like gilding wax, I love it. So it doesn't take a lot. I just put a little bit on a rag and I'm just going to lightly buff across. It doesn't take a lot. And if you think you got too much on, you can try to wipe it off. It doesn't always come off the best if you get too much. So try to go lighter. Less is more here. Okay, so just lightly buff across. Look at how that just pops. Look at the difference. This is pretty, right? This is pretty. But look how much that pops off with all that that raised parts. Okay. So just like I said, just lightly buff across. You do not need a ton. And if you don't feel you have enough, go over it a second time. See how pretty that is? I'm just going to go over this guy once. I tried it last night and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. And then I'm like, oh, that looks really great. That looks really cool. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for a sec. And then I'm going to do the same to these. But see, I mean, it's really pretty, but then you just go over it with that gilding wax. And you go over it gold or silver or whatever. But I'm just using the copper because it really matched the distressing on the frame already. That's really cool. All right, let's add these to our, you see it didn't take very much. Okay, so move to the side. And grab this back. All right, and these are stickers, so they just peel up. I'll put these in the corner. Just like that. Press down. Okay. Let's do some more. Just press down. It already looks like wow. What do you guys think? Hi, Angela. Okay, so this has little pieces that did not pop out. There we go. We're going to set this right in the center here. That just like amplified the look so much. Okay, so let's do the same thing up here. Right in the corner. Press down. And the adhesive on this seems to be pretty strong. Like, I don't think it's going anywhere unless I pull it up. That's like, I'm impressed with these. I didn't know what to think of them. I love embellishment stickers because, I'm a scrapbooker, but I didn't know what to think about these, and I'm actually loving these. Really easy to work with. Look at that. What do you guys think? That just like it just made the frame. I guess I could do some more here, but I don't want to overdo it. I think that is just perfect. That's like perfect. Okay. All right. So I'm just, you could all like the distressing on here was already here on this board, but you could add extra if you wanted. Again, just swipe a little bit. You don't need a lot of that copper. I mean, it's just pretty. All right. I can't say it's just pretty so many times without it being too much. But you guys understand, right? It's like this board was already beautiful and now it just elevated it tenfold. Okay. So I wanted to put some flowers like right here and then have like a dangling ribbon because why not? I just grabbed some. I did this last night because I didn't want you guys watch glue dry. I just grabbed 3 flowers that I had. I twisted them together and then I added a magnet because this is the Aiden frame chalkboard is actually a steel surface. So you can, it's reusable. Like if I wanted this off, I could take it off. But this is also magnetic. And so what I wanted to do is do like um, a dangling ribbon. And so let's see, how long do I want this? Not super long, because the flowers are going to go right there. So let's just take, we're just gonna cut. Okay. I'm not even measuring, you guys. I know it's longer than 12 inches because this, well, probably at least 12 inches because this is 9 by 12, maybe even longer than that, maybe even wider than that. So I just grabbed a bunch of different ribbons that I have. That I thought would be pretty. So give it at least 12 inches. I've got some lace. All right, and this little guy, I've had all this ribbon, you guys, forever. A lot of it forever. I'm getting on the low side though for me. So I need to make another trip to Utah to my favorite ribbon stores. I've had this one forever. And I thought I'd bring some copper in. So I grabbed this copper ribbon. All right. I'll trim that. Now this does have a wire in it, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. I thought I would do, what do I want to do? I want to do a bow, not a bow, but like a tied bow. What do you think about this one? I like that one. Or should I do the smaller? Smaller or striped? Smaller striped. Which one do you think to tie those together? Smaller stripe. I'll take a drink while you're voting. Small or stripe? Oh, hopefully I don't have this on my face. I just scratched my face. I had smaller. Okay. I got gilding wax underneath my fingernail. I've been breaking my fingernails like crazy. Okay, well, Cindy voted first, so we'll do smaller. Okay. We're just going to layer our ribbons. And do another one about the same. And then we're just going to tie like right in the middle. Tie that in a knot. And then we're going to oops. eye and the back. Did I grab the wrong one? I think I grabbed the wrong one. That's okay. Bring it around the front. That. And I'm going to just bring this straight down. And you can kind of like zhuzh them and maneuver them when they're seated. Okay, set that with the magnet right there. Let me just trim these up a little bit. I'm not dovetailing, I'm just kind of cutting them at an angle. There we go. That's pretty. It looks like a bouquet of flowers. All right. What do you guys think? Let me flip you guys around. There we go. You guys, look. You can bring this down lower if you want, down that corner. It does, I don't want it to cover this corner, but look how pretty that is. What do you think? What do you guys think? I'll take a picture and I'll post it, but make sure that in the description is the link to at least the chalk stuff. I just grabbed out of my stash the ribbon and the bows or the flowers. And this is just something I've had for several years. You can use any chalkboard. And if you want the 8-in-1 and you want it black, you can definitely paint it. There's also the Verity frame if you didn't want to do, but I wanted to show you guys the corners. These little accessories, what are they called? The artisan add-ons. I wanted to show you those. We do have the Verity in stock, and you could always paint it black. They're paintable. All of our frames are paintable. But I just thought that this was absolutely just a stunning. Like, I love the music and I love the bird cage. I just think it turned out pretty. So if in the description, you can see the link for all of these products. And but if you want me to send you the complete supply list, just put bird in the comments and make sure you share. We are doing the giveaway, so the more that you interact and participate, the more chances you have to win on the 27th. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thanks for your help, guys. I can't wait to get your recipe for your chicken crust. I'm excited about that. All right, guys, this has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Mary Jo.